From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the hourly news blast. LGBTQ Nation is reporting a U.S.-based Christian nationalist hate group and anti-LGBTQ plus activists in two African nations have come out with an admission of colluding to purge homosexuality from the continent. Anti-LGBTQ plus activists in Senegal and Ghana have gone on record saying MassResistence provided advice and counsel while they pushed punitive new legislation targeting gay people. In Senegal, a measure passed by Parliament in March will double penalties in the far West African nation for homosexuality, described in the legislation as acts against nature. Pending signature of the bill, same-sex acts in Senegal will now earn 5 to 10 years in prison. Acts committed with a minor are subject to the maximum penalty. MassResistence took a victory lap over the measure. There's a renewed push to put in place these strict bans on the promotion and proliferation of LGBT ideology now because President Trump is not in the business of harassing and bullying countries to incorporate these destructive ideologies, the group's field director, Arthur Shaper, told Reuters after the legislation passed. Shaper said MassResistance was contacted in December 2024 by representatives of And Sam Yiko Yi, a Senegalese network of Islamic and civil society organizations following the election of Senegal's new president, Bassirou Diomaye Faye. Faye and the candidate for prime minister both ran on a pledge to increase penalties for homosexuality in the Muslim-majority nation. Abubakar Mboop, I'm not making up that name, the former coordinator and honorary president of Ansam Jiko Yi, said he and Shaper had discussed tactics for awareness-raising, mobilization, and advocacy with Senegalese government officials in line with the Massachusetts group's expertise attacking LGBTQ plus rights and pushing pro-family laws and policies. The high rates of disease, dysfunction, and death associated with these sexual paraphilias are too great to ignore, Shaper told Reuters of what the group called the homosexual lifestyle. The latest effort by MassResistance in the U.S. has been cut and paste campaigning to turn back marriage equality. Republicans in 5 state legislatures have now used the group's language in nearly identical resolutions calling for the overturn of Obergefell v. Hodges, the landmark 2015 U.S. Supreme Court decision that legalized marriage equality nationwide. The group is promoting the same tactics in Africa. Frank McKay Anim Apaya, executive director of the Ghanaian anti-LGBTQ plus group Freedom International, told Reuters he and Shaper had exchanged educational materials, that's what they're calling them, and discussed the need to curtail LGBTQ plus rights in Ghana and elsewhere. They can get stuffed. Lawmakers in the West African nation are also pushing new legislation to increase colonial-era punishments for same-sex sex with language criminalizing the willful promotion, sponsorship, or support of LGBTQ plus activities, similar to the language found in Senegal's bill. Anim Apaya said Shaper was working to secure financing for the effort from funders he declined to name. I see Arthur as a colleague, the Ghanaian said. We are fighting a common battle. And that's the news blast for this hour. The PEP Radio YouTube channel offers news throughout the day from 1 p.m. until 2 a.m. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep informed on a variety of topics. PEP Radio is available on the Live 365 app, the PEP Radio page at paequality.com, Roku, and Alexa. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.